When William Buckley escaped the Collins settlement, he made a beeline north for Sydney, but unknowingly, he just followed the coastline of Port Phillip Bay. I've done the same. My next stop is Bad Shepherd in Cheltenham. I used to live just down the road when I was younger, and there was no Bad Shepherd back then, or any craft breweries for that matter. First up, I'm meeting Derek, who started Bad Shepherd with his wife Dee Dee in 2015.
Appreciate you coming and making this area cooler after I headed off. Were you always a beer lover?
No. In fact, I didn't really know much about beer and what beer can be until Christmas 2009. I was given a homebrewing kit. I fell in love with craft beer through making my own. And I had a few gateway beers around then, so Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Little Creatures Pale Ale, those things drew me in, and started making my own beer. And before I knew it, I had 6 different beers going at once at home, and just fell more and more madly in love with it and decided this is something I need to do.
That's a pretty quick turnaround from discovering a love for it and then 6 years later starting your own company.
I worked at Kraft Foods for 15 years in senior brand management role at the time, and negotiated to go down to 4 days a week, and spent 2 days a week brewing at Mornington Peninsula Brewery. Then we found this place, and here we are.
Yeah, right. So Kraft's another icon as well, really. So was Vegemite there at the time?
Yeah.
Matt, this is a beer show. Ask him about beer. Don't waste his time on the delicious beer byproduct, Vegemite.
So when we started, we had, I think, 4 core beers and usually 1 or 2 rotationals. Now, we generally have 17 beers on tap, and we have plenty more sitting in barrels, and just a breadth of beers ready to go. And we're looking at about 20 to 30 new beers we'll launch in the next year. So it's pretty cool. Every month we do about 2 new beers.
And do many survive, or are they sort of just limited releases? And
usually limited. The odd ones do survive. Probably the ones that we're most proud of and that we really enjoy making are our Brew Crew series. So any permanent staff member at Bad Shepherd gets a chance to make their own beer. So nice. We're up to 13 now. So and we've had all sorts of different beers we've made in that period. So from things like Sticky Date Stout to Rose and Hibiscus Goza. And they always had a story. We had a peanut butter porter that we launched as a brew crew beer. Our head chef wanted to make a peanut butter beer. It sold so well that this year in April we brought it back as a core beer.
Oh, peanut butter beer. Sounds like what dreams are made of. I'll be having a go at one of those later.
Kraft would have had a peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
Matt, stop talking about iconic craft spreads. This is a beer show. Stay on beer.
Our can was inspired by the craft.
Yeah, just on the other side of copyright.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. The safe side. Our logo was something that we struggled with right down to the very end. So my wife Dee Dee and I, when we co-founded Bad Shepherd, she looked after the design side of things, and her friend Vienna was doing our design at the start, and we were struggling with her, trying so hard, the 3 of us. And Vienna was actually at the gym on a treadmill, and for the moment came up the idea of a ram's head, and she scribbled it out and sent it on her phone, and we had a look and said, that's it. It's literally a ram's head with the Shepherd instruments integrated in. So on one side you've got the Shepherd staff, and on the side you've got a scythe. So, but it's a flat image of a ram's head. So
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
She's just at the gym thinking of scythe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she uses the gym to design logos. I use the gym to design a beautiful body that's been chiseled out of stone.
He is the beer pioneer.